Lay off all the way from Hergong. It is HK Bricks, aka Timmy Thurston, bringing you all goodness of Lego and what is happening and going on. Tonight I am joined by Bailey and my good friend Aussie Brick Chick, and
Hello.
maybe as we go along, we might pick up a few stragglers who are just out there doing their thing. So who knows? But we will kick it off live right here, right now, and kick off. I'll hold the football for the moment, and I'll say today has been an absolute huge day for Lego. We have had our third, yes, that's right, 3 stores,
You lucky
Lego official stores open here in HK, and the newest one being in Sha Tin, and it is a area which usually is pretty deprived for Lego, but we have luckily today had our third shop open, and we are so fortunate to go and check it out. Wow, what do we see? Charles Mahal in the flesh. So excited to see that set. Amazing, amazing, amazing set. Do I want it? Not for the set, no. But the part and the pieces, I can tell you, are phenomenal. So many things to do as a mocker. Amazing pieces. I saw the Diner. Yes, I have seen the Diner. The Diner is here in HK in a display case,
Mm,
and we are so excited to see that live. The colors are fantastic.
yeah, they
The
are.
sections are amazing. The curves are great. The car, oh, it's okay. It's better, I think, than the. I think it's better than the one that was brought out for Palace Cinema. But hey, awesome. And what was the last thing we saw, which was new for 2018, coming soon? We saw one of the new Technic sets, the truck. We have seen the Technics truck, and it is off the chain. It is awesome. It is amazing. It is great. I was like, wow. So, Cherry's giving me her wow face. Um, so, yeah, we got to see that. Um, I've got more pics coming on Insta. I've got more videos to upload. I've got lots and lots of stuff. I just did a very quick one, and thanks to Spong commenting, he's lit. Thank you, Spong, Adam Sponginator. Most welcome. And yeah, we have a lot more to digest. We did pick up 2 Pick-a-Brick cups. Couldn't help ourselves. We could not help ourselves. And was able to get in on a few bits and pieces. So we got 2 of the larger Pick-a-Brick cups. We got one of the smaller ones. And then because of that, it tipped us over to the 300 HK mark. We got a little gift. So I've got, it's just out of reach. I'll get it in a minute. I got a small Santa scene with the little toy Santa train. So got that set. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Lots of things happening. But without further ado, I will pass it over to my good friend Bailey to see what he's up to. Bailey, what's going on, mate?
Hello, everybody. Hello, Tim. Hello, ABC. This week I've had a bunch of mail calls, which is good. I haven't had them recently. And so I actually have been trying to photograph and document all of the stuff that has arrived before I let everything slip. But one of the first things to arrive this week was a couple of bits of Lego signage from a newsagent in Adelaide, I think, from all the way back 1965-ish. So not long after Lego actually started in Australia, which is cool. It's Lego The Building Toy is on the sign. They're giant 50-centimeter signs, which will be cool to put up somewhere in my room. Some error parts, some prototype parts, all sorts of weird stuff that I'll have to chuck up online later this week.
Nice to
Yeah.
get a goodie bag in the mail, my friend.
Oh, yes. Always a good feeling.
Good stuff. Good to hear. And I'll kick it across to ABC. What's happening since Friday? Anything?
What's happening since Friday?
Since Friday?
Hey?
Hey, nothing much.
I went to a Christmas party today. You can see I'm wearing a dog that's got antlers.
Oh, cool.
Not long gone home. It was in Brisbane, so a bit of a drive there, bit of a drive back. And
Yeah.
one of my mates in my lug got me this from over in the USA.
Nice. Saw a few of them on the shelves today, which was cool.
Yeah, so it's a cool set. Saves me
good.
from trying to track it down in the secondary market, but yeah, it was very nice. Thanks, Bill. He said he would, buy it for me, and I'd assume that I would pay him money, and he's like, no, it's all right. The box is a little bit crushed from being in his luggage, but I don't care. I'm gonna make it anyway.
Yeah, good stuff. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I was amazed to see them still on the
It's
shelf
nice
at the
to
regular
see the
store.
box art, though.
The box
I'm
art
glad-
is cool.
Box art is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a few of those today, and I saw a few of the Halloween sets and the other stuff there too, vampires and bats and stuff. So yeah.
Halloween set. Next acquisition is whatever the Christmas set is.
Yeah, cool. And a lot of small Christmas sets today, which was good to see. But I tell you, the other thing that we saw today, they had a damn shelf packed of Christmas trains. And what was sitting next to the Christmas train, do you think?
No idea.
Any guesses? Very limited, but 4, and I counted 4 of the brand new Christmas train station.
Oh,
Very nice, very unique, and I'm like, whoa, hello.
why do these stores always get this awesome stuff that are just so hard to find?
Yes, I know. It's one of these things, Bailey. I'm always amazed how they get their hands on it. There wasn't any New City stuff which I was hoping to find. I was actually hoping to find some New City stuff there, but no, alas, there wasn't. They were mainly pushing the Taj Mahal, and then when they sold out of that with the actual stuff in the back of the storeroom, then they were taking orders for it once it came back in stock again. What else flew off the shelves today? Oh, Ninjago, the city set that flew off the shelves. The fishing shop, the old fishing shop that was flying off the shelves. They got down to 2 on the shelf while I was still there. And what else? A few other things. A couple of the architecture sets were flying off the shelves. No new architecture set was there. Unfortunately, I was hoping to see what the Shanghai set would look like. Alas, not there today. So anyway, a lot of fun to be had.
That's cool. I like the effort they put into markets like through Australasia and stuff. Obviously, not so much Australia itself, but the effort that they put into promotions and all sorts of things through those countries where they're really trying to push the brand. It's really cool to see the sort of specific things they do, like the Singapore. I'm trying to think, the university sets, education sets they did in Singapore, in the Panama Canal set, and all sorts of like Chinese New Year promotions they do over in mainland, and I'm guessing in Hong Kong as well.
Yeah, well, we had a whole exclusive like your city. I don't know if you've seen that before, Bailey, but they had a whole unique your city. So there was about 4 boxes of Hong Kong. So they had
awesome.
they had a few of the main tourist sort of points in Hong Kong. They had the Peak train that goes up the mountain. They had the University Clock Tower. They also had the old court building, and they had the Hong Kong University building. So there was a set of 4 you could pick up.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so that they actually had. If you spent today over 4,000 Hong Kong, you would get 2 of those sets in your goodie bag.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Plus, you also picked up a Lego calendar, and you also picked up the Nutcracker.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
really
cool. Pretty cool swag to put in your bag when you buy at the Lego store.
Speaking of which, I don't know if either of you have seen the Lego employee gift for Christmas this year is a giant nutcracker.
No, really?
Yeah, I'm going to have to try and reverse engineer it. It looks like essentially just a really large version of the promo set. Like, it looks about 40 centimeters tall or something.
Oh,
Whoa.
wow.
Yeah,
That's
so that'll be
nuts.
really cool to see. I'm sure some of those will pop up online,
Yeah.
Yeah, more than likely.
selling it for like $1,000 or something.
Yeah, that'd be right.
Mhm.
What have we been building at the moment? I know I've had a bit of a slow point trying to source some more parts for a project I've got in the works. But has anyone been building anything big or interesting or cool?
Yeah, I'll grab what I've got partial. Well, that's partially what I actually got these for this build I'm currently doing.
Yeah.
But I'm actually doing a custom hospital, and I have some old rare parts that came in from an old ambulance set, which is going to fit
Oh,
on my hospital. And
geez, they look clean.
Nice.
hey,
They look clean and not scratched at all. That's cool.
they're clean. They're not scratched. They're the second lot from the same buyer on Bricklink
Oh, yeah.
from Germany, and they're pretty damn good. This one's got a little bit of a scuff mark on it though, but that's okay. The one on the other side is pure and nice, and the one that's on top is actually nice as well. So I've got a set of now, 2, 4. I think I've got a set of 8 now. So I'm going to sort of incorporate that in the design of the hospital in some form or shape. So yeah. So we've got that, which is going to be cool. I got some more round, curved, 1x2, I think they are, for the actual curve part of the building I want to put in. I also got a couple of cheese slopes in that tan sort of color to put on the roof, because I'm going to do a bit of a bit of pattern on the roof.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, so I'm sort of designing that at the moment.
Ah, cool.
So that's what I'm sort of processing.
If you want me to show you a little technique that you could instill with the cheese slopes, I'm happy to screen share on LDD for a second. I've found a way, saw a technique online to make the slope of cheese slopes actually line up with each other rather than have that slight offset.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I'll let you do that. I'll put you onto screen share, and you can bring that up, Bailey. That sounds good. Right?
I'll see if I can remember how it's done first.
Okay.
I think I know the way. I'm just doing a bit of a scratch build now, but yeah, it essentially uses a couple of the washing machine bricks, headlight bricks, whatever you want to call them,
Yep.
and mismatches those all sort of one facing downwards, one facing forwards, one facing downwards, which gives you half a... Okay, I remember how to do it. We're all good. I'll screen share now.
Okay.
Obviously, half a plate thickness difference with each of those. Can you see my screen yet? Your beautiful face?
Yep.
That half a plate's difference there is
Wow.
just about the difference of the offset on those cheese slopes. And
Yeah.
so if you take a few more of these out and then grab some plates and stuff.
Yeah.
Remember, grab one of these. Those. That would be a brick instead and a plate.
Oh my goodness, that's good.
That makes a much cleaner slope.
Oh my goodness, that is bloody brilliant, Bailey.
Yeah. So I didn't come up with that. I won't lay claim to that, but I just thought that was a really cool technique, and it just repeats. So it's like one plate, two plates, a brick and a plate, a brick and two plates, and just keeps going. So obviously, doing the math on that, it would be 2 bricks, 1 plate,
Yep.
2 bricks, 2 plates, and it just keeps going for as long as you want this technique to work.
Yep.
Keep
Oh my
adding.
goodness, that is bloody cool.
Yeah, I think it stops at the 1 plate because that's about as far as you can go.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool. So obviously you can turn these plates along here into, you know, however long your roof is.
Yep.
And start using a couple of the 2 wide cheese slopes. And then you've got sort of a cool looking, I just thought you could probably actually make it look like shingles if you alternate.
Well, that I was actually trying to do on a different building actually, and I still couldn't get it to look right.
Well, there you go.
Bloody hell, Bailey!
Yeah,
Good
so
on you, my friend.
if you offset the 2 wide, you got shingles.
Oh, bloody hell, that's clever.
So there you go. That I thought was a really useful technique for like small cottage houses. You know, you start to change the colors on these to trying to find tan. There's dark tan. Grab a few of those everywhere. Make that look like some stonework with some straw and whatnot through it. Make it sort of a bit interesting. There's an interesting pattern, at least, that you can make with all of those offsets. Finish that wall off.
That is bloody cool.
That's, yeah, it's not a bad little technique. I can see people using that, so there you go.
Mate,
There's a bit of a
I like it.
for you.
I'm gonna have a bit of a play around with that. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's bloody brilliant.
So I thought that was pretty cool. There you go.
Fantastic. Cheers for that, Bailey. That's bloody good, mate.
No worries.
Oh, awesome. The other thing I've been playing with too, Bailey, you might not have seen it Friday, but I did a mock of a RRM.
Oh, yeah.
Rapid Response Motorcycle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I do have a guy here in HK who can do pretty authentic stickers to put the Ambo sticker on the front of the cycle.
Oh, fair enough.
I also going to have the side red bit with a proper Ambo checker plate.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
And then checker plate down the side.
Nice.
I don't know what Hong Kong's municipal service like patterns and stuff are. Like, obviously the Aussie ones are familiar to me. What's like the police pattern for Hong Kong? What do the cars and stuff?
Police pattern down the side is you have a fluoro yellow with a blue, and it rotates all the way through. I do have a custom police behind me somewhere I have to grab, but it's either there or it's in my other lot of police gear that I haven't fixed up yet.
Oh, okay. And
But yeah, so the ambulance checker plate on here would be orange and yellow, then a blue line at the bottom.
Oh, okay. That would look really cool. Good for Lego colours.
I really can't wait to get that stickering and get it sort of schmicked up, mate.
Oh, I'm just Googling it now. They look really cool. That would be
Yeah,
good for
yeah.
Lego colors and good for that sort of shape.
Oh, totally,
Yeah.
totally.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's really good. So I've been playing around with that. I'll tell you what else I've been mocking up. I mocked up this little vehicle.
Mocked up a swig of beer.
No, I mocked up like a little box trailer sort of, well, not box trailer, a sort of a ute
Oh, yes.
configuration on here.
That's where they got the jaws of
And
life and everything.
yeah, that sort of thing. So it's like a little rapid response ute.
Ah, cool.
So I mocked that up. And the other thing I mocked up, what was the other thing I mocked up? Where is it? Damn, where is it? Oh, there. I got this.
Oh.
I just did a conversion to that.
Yeah, that's like a car from a city set, modified, yeah?
Yeah, totally. Yep, it's a city set jailbreak or jail getaway or whatever it's called, and I've just converted it to make it into a inspector's car.
Oh, yeah. I recognize that middle piece on the bonnet. That's a pretty good conversion. It doesn't look too much like the original and still retains like what you're going for with the new version you've done. That's nice.
Yeah. No, I was quite tickled pink with that. I was quite happy, Bailey.
Tickled pink. Haven't heard that one in a while. Were those on that last vehicle you had? Were those 1x3 car doors, the really old ones?
Yep.
Got so many memories of my brother making cars with all of his old like 90s. I think it was town back then, not city.
Yes,
but
it
all
was
of the
town.
90s vehicles and stuff. Oh, those doors are cool. They'll have a special
I
place.
have got a collection, Bailey. You might be the classic collector of wooden stuff, but I have got classic doors, and I have got a real good bin load of different colors just so I can do vehicles that have doors. I don't like Lego without doors.
I had someone, one of the exhibitors at one of the shows we do, he came up to me at a show once and just handed me a bag of those, like the kids' basic set doors and windows, the big, like, 2 stud deep doors and window frames with, like, the yellow and white.
Oh, nice.
And I haven't used them yet, but I think I might have to because there's a bunch of them and I feel bad that I haven't been able to come up with something for them yet. There's so many of them.
Yeah. Well, I've got a good collection of classic white, red, blue, black. I've got one which is almost like a tan set, which is really cool, green and yellow.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, so I got bins where I can just pull out and just go, oh yes, that door will go great on a white police car, or this door will go great on a black van.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
Funny.
Again, most of my Lego stuff too, I don't like the Lego Scala having just one passenger in a vehicle. I like to make it that they can have 2 people sitting in a vehicle properly, and you know, that a real world situation.
Oh yeah, you got to have like the kid that's just been to schoolies and he's going home in an ambulance to get his stomach pumped, and then the disappointed dad sitting next to him in the back.
Well, that's what I want to do in the hospital. I want to have that scene played out in the hospital, Bailey.
Oh yeah. You got a lot to look forward to, ABC.
Have I?
Oh yeah. You reckon you'd let him go to schoolies?
Oh, you're talking about my son. He probably wouldn't be interested.
No, keep the money, spend it elsewhere.
It depends on how hard puberty hits him with the
Oh yeah, like a brick. That's all good. We've got an ambulance specially supplied by Tim here, so it'll be all fine.
Oh no. Oh no. I was like, will they still have schoolies by the time he graduates? Because
Probably not by the sounds of it.
so many school kids are going overseas, which I think is a lot more dangerous.
Yeah, don't go to Bali at the moment. You won't be able to get back.
Oh really? What's going on?
The volcano.
The volcano.
Was that another ambulance, Tim?
Yep, that's my rescue ambo.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mocked that up. The other thing that I did with this one too, I also have got a heap, well, not a heap, but a good supply and collection of the classic stretchers, which have the wheels that fold down.
Oh, yes. I remember. I've only got one of those. Came with like a World City set back when that theme existed.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Well, I got a good collection of those, and I put them in a couple of my rescue helis, this Ambo and the other one, and it's in another rescue helicopter as well.
Oh, okay. That the modern version of that stretcher, it's got studs on the bottom, doesn't it? It's got like understuds.
Yeah, I don't like it.
No. I mean, the old version seemed like it would have more play value because you'd be able to fold the wheels up and put it in the back of an Ambo. And
exactly.
I wonder why they changed it.
I would like to say, Lego, please go back to the old way. Seriously. Yeah, I'm not happy with Lego in that regard.
Must be good for the business or something. There's got to be a reason.
Yeah. Also, it changed. It changed. Whoever used to be on the assembly line for that section just left, and whoever's there now is like, oh yeah, whatever. We'll just do this.
Yeah. Someone left the mold half refurbished and didn't bother putting it back together. Well, throw up your hands, guys.
Yeah. Very sad, Bailey. Very sad.
It's funny you were talking before.
I was gonna get this. I was gonna get this stretcher out because it's bloody good. I love it.
Yeah, you were talking before about the doors and windows and stuff, and all of those '90s parts and the colors you were saying. Like when people think old Lego, it's red, yellow, blue, white, and black. When people think modern yellow, it seems to be absolutely no specific theme at all. But when I think 90s Lego, I think yellow, red, green, blue, tan, and brown. It's like all of the Legoland Park colors.
Yep, agree.
Because that was what you could get everything with.
Yeah, totally. But that is a proper stretcher.
There you go.
That is a proper stretcher. That's how it should be.
It just makes sense.
Totally, dude.
The modern one's like a sports stretcher that they just bring soccer players off the field for a flicked ear.
Yeah, well, that's it. Or one of those Pele sort of melodramatic section going, oh, he kicked me in the shin. Oh, you broke my leg.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm sure there was a reasonable conclusion as to why it was taken away. Speaking of hospitals and stuff, ABC, do you have a Micropolis module that's like a police station or a hospital yet?
I'm not eating leftover party chocolate for my son's birthday.
OMG.
In your Micropolis, do you have any modules that are like for a hospital or a police station?
I have a hospital. I do not have a police station.
I think there's your next project.
Actually, I have two hospitals. I have a children's hospital and I have a regular hospital.
Oh, cool.
One can be the private and one can be the public.
Yeah, one's Medicare, the other one's pay through the roof for it, pay through the teeth for it.
Not plugged in.
Nuts.
I've got to plug in.
She's not plugged in.
Oh, I had to pick. I had to pack down my little fold-up table that lives in this corner while I stream, so that I can make room for the teenagers that came over for a sleepover last night.
Those damn teenagers.
Yes.
I know the things that I do for my son.
Yeah.
Are any of them Lego fans?
A couple of them are moderately interested.
So they
But
weren't
they're
too put off by the mountains of it.
They're like that 14-year-old age where they start noticing that girls exist.
Oh yeah, and they don't want other people to know that they like these hobbies.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah.
Jack still likes Lego. I mean, he live streamed with me last week, so
True.
that was cool.
That was
fun.
cool.
Just gonna own it.
Yeah, and he had that the what's the word I'm looking for? Confident to show his face. So,
Yeah.
good. Now he just needs to learn to talk up a little bit.
Yeah.
I used to be reasonably, I wouldn't use the word secretive, I just didn't talk about it. And now I'm like bloody out and proud.
Now you're like,
He's out proud. He's out Lego climbing.
just told, on my personal Facebook page, told everyone that I know that I was going down to Melbourne to present at a Lego convention. And I got a couple of personal messages on Facebook going, what? Just not even being able to comprehend what that meant. But then most of the people that commented back just said, sick, nice work. You've made something of your strange hobby.
not a strange hobby.
No, it's good.
You enjoy the obscure parts of the hobby that most people don't appreciate.
Someone's going to. Someone has
Point it
to.
out to them. You're educating the masses.
I'll walk into a room with like a shepherd's hook. I'll have my hair long and flowing, and I'll be the brick messiah.
Yeah, you're like Lego Jesus. Oh, they don't do religion, but
Somebody
Yeah.
wanted me to dress up as Shrek. I can't remember the premise of that conversation, but somebody in Melbourne wanted me to dress up as Shrek for my presentation. And I so want to at least have like a green brick or something on my brick badge just for them.
Oh my gosh.
why did they want you dressed up as Shrek? You have
I
to
can't remember the start of the conversation. I just remember us ending it in, oh, that was right. Somebody said something stupid, and I said, you go on the right way for a smack bottom, which is a Shrek line. And then they wanted me to dress as Shrek while I was speaking. I don't know why that's the conclusion that you draw, but apparently it was.
Apparently she did.
You're on the right way to a smack bottom. I love it.
Actually, congratulations on that to get a chance to speak at that, Bailey. Good on you, mate.
Oh, cheers, thank you. I suppose it's been, 2 years in the making since I started joining the different pages and whatnot. And I'm still always gracious of the fact that people actually want to listen to me. So as long as people do, I'm happy to.
Yeah, but I think it's good. I think it's a good nod to you, Bailey, because you have really put a lot of effort and love of the brick into it, and I think it'll be bloody good that you're sort of rewarded in some regard to actually talk on the classic start of Lego, which a lot of people don't realise.
Yeah, I'll post on Reddit, which has a lot of like first-time fans and newcomers to the hobby. and I'll post a picture of a really old thing, and they'll either say that it's fake or that it's not Lego because it doesn't have the logo on it. And a lot of people take that as a point of shunning people away and saying, you know, you idiot. But I like to take it as a bit of a learning point that I can teach people, you know, these things that they may not know. Some of the stuff that I say sometimes or a bit of the time can come off as boastfulness or whatever, and that's probably the case to some degree, but it always comes from a place of just wanting to share my love of the hobby, which can sometimes be a little scary how much I love it, but whatever, that's a topic for another day.
No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I don't think I mentioned what topic we're going to have a.
What topic are we supposed to be doing today?
Well, on the back of your Friday stream, ABC, I thought, what would you like for Christmas in Lego?
You stole my next thing.
Sorry, ABC.
It's okay. It's not like I have it copyright or anything. What do I learn for?
Yeah, so what would you like for Christmas in Lego? Is there any one set that has come out in 2017 that you didn't get your hands on, or is there something that you would hope maybe could get a voucher to actually put towards the new 2018 stuff? What would be your wish list for Christmas 2017?
Dinah.
Oh, I know.
Dinah?
Dinah's on my list anyway. Oh, I'm trying to think.
I think I'm with Bailey.
The problem with being an adult is when you want something, you save up and you go and bloody buy it. You don't wait for Christmas. You don't wait for birthdays. You just get it.
True. Well,
yeah, I'm trying to think. I know I'm wanting to get my hands on whatever dinosaurs are coming out next year.
Yeah, Jurassic World.
Yeah. Part of me is really, really hoping that they bring out something a bit different, or at least a Triceratops.
Triceratops?
Yeah, because there was only one set with them in it since like 2012.
Yep. True.
Like 2012, they had one set with one Triceratops.
Yep.
Whereas I have how many T-Rexes do we have? Three T-Rexes in that.
We've got 4 Duplo T-Rexes.
You got 4?
4, including the Duplo T-Rexes.
No, that's just counting the modern ones, just the regular T-Rex mold.
Yeah.
And I've got a bunch of other, like they've done T-Rex to death.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice. They brought out the what's the one with the frill? The Dilophosaurus. They brought out the Dilophosaurus.
Yep.
Which was cool, but it was like the scale of it was a bit weird.
I heard rumors that one of the dinosaurs might be a Diplodocus.
Ooh,
that would be cool. Yeah, one of our guys who's into dinosaurs in Chinese, it's called Holong. He is a big Holong collector. He loves anything dinosaur or dragon, because the Chinese word is the same word for dragon in Chinese is Holong. And he just loves dinosaurs and dragons. So he apparently was on a fan thing, a European fan site, and he said that they were talking back and forth about that one of the guys saw pictures of a Diplodocus mold.
Oh, okay.
And I said, get out, shut the front door.
I would like to see a modern version of the Stegosaurus.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Do you reckon they'd do the Diplo? Would it be like the dragon tail being the same piece for the neck, like that sort of long tubular piece?
I would think so. I don't know what else they could probably use, Bailey.
I mean, at the end of the day, you know the most important part of a dinosaur?
Yes.
Diner. Who cares about any other set in 2018? The diner will be like, I'll probably get 4 of them.
Bailey,
Yeah,
can you see my
well,
dragons?
so my wish list.
Can you see my dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
I
3
mean,
now.
they're cool, but they're not diners. There's no dark turquoise returning for the first time in 10 years on those.
I wanted
Oh, and
anyway.
Tim.
Diner's not out yet, but I've got 3 dragons.
Tim, that.
Put them up on a high perch, which they like.
Oh, yeah.
Also, people use them now.
That car that you mentioned, Tim, in the diner set.
Yep.
Somebody, I can't remember who, pointed out that vehicle is actually in the Lego Worlds game. It
Yes.
first appeared there, which I thought was pretty cool. Somebody was saying like they don't have the license for that looking car, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something that they'd already had in Lego Worlds, which is cool. I'll have to have a look through all of the different mini build things in Lego Worlds and see if there's any other small sets that appeared after being in the game.
Yeah,
sure
well, I'm pretty sure that there was. I can't remember the set numbers, but I'm sure there was a couple of small ones. Yeah. But no, that's all good. That's cool. But yeah, no, I am looking forward to the diner. I've got that on my wish list. And put money aside for that. I put money aside. ABC knows I put money aside to possibly get 2 of those Technic fire trucks. What else? I've got my eye on for 2018. What else? Oh, the helicopter, the Westpac looking helicopter. I wouldn't mind that. I've got that on my wish list. The tree tractor thing, I've got that on my wish list as well. I don't like how that's configured. Because a proper forestry truck like that usually has a chainsaw part where you're underneath the claw part. So I'm going to have to do something about that.
Oh, yeah, you'd be able to fix that up.
Yeah, true. And I don't like how it's got the steering wheel facing one way and then the controls facing the other. In real world, it's not like that. They have the controls for both bits facing the one way and it goes forward. So I'll have to fix that as well.
Yeah.
More conversions.
Actually, that's one thing that was on my wish list, on my radar in the last couple of years, is the helicarrier, the Avengers helicarrier.
The original one or the second release of it?
No, not the Quinjet, the big UCS.
Yeah.
I'd been meaning to grab that at some point, and I've just never gotten around to it. And it's getting to the skinny end of its release cycle now that it's going to be a bit difficult to find. But I have seen that you can still find it in retail. So it may just be a bit of a search, I think.
Bit of a hunt.
Yeah, but that's one that I'd love to get. I'm a big Marvel fan, and that's one that I've sort of looked at ever since it came out, and then I lost interest a bit purely because it became hard to find, and it's obviously expensive.
Yeah.
Bailey,
yeah.
hubby just saying that it pops up in Big W from time to time.
Yeah. I think it was it a Big W exclusive, or are they just consistently getting more stock?
I don't know. Was it a Big W exclusive?
I don't think it was.
He said I think it was.
Oh.
Oh, for the toy sale. Maybe it was initially.
Oh, yes, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
And if anyone is interested in the Bat Cave, I've still got one sealed up in the cupboard that I just don't have the heart to open myself. If anyone's interested,
Ooh,
that for Christmas.
I like that.
Well,
Bailey sells his Lego.
I'm not going to bother selling it overseas. I'm not going to try and make you pay for that shipping, Tim.
If you live in
No,
Australia,
but I could always organise a rally in Australia to head that way.
True. And Cherie,
I
I
have a few
do
Queensland
sell
rallies and
Lego. It's
some up
just a
rallies.
matter of the fact that I don't sell any of my original Lego. I only sell the stuff that I've
oh yeah,
acquired.
I was just doing a jingle for you.
What was the jingle? Go on, this is X Factor AFOL edition.
They'd kick me out before they even let me in front of judges.
Give you the 3 red crosses.
I wouldn't
Oh,
even get
no.
that far. They would go, you suck. So
Oh no.
that's okay. This is not a popularity contest.
Hell no. Yeah, so that's all cool. Yeah. Back to that, I actually got that off a lug member who kid destroyed most of it, and I had to rebuild it.
Oh.
Yes. Some Lego children are very violent with their Lego and damage things, so I decided to repair it, and then I put a bit of a hose reel on the back, which I had from my bit of my heritage and vintage stock. Yeah, which was cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that was one of the volcano sets. He snapped
correct.
he snapped the drill off, and he smashed a few other things, and I don't know why children can be violent with their Lego.
That was a really cool sub-theme of City. Like one of my favorites of the last decade or so. I think the
Yeah.
only major ones that we've had is like the Swampland ones, the Forest one, the Coast Guard.
Yeah,
Yonks ago there was the farm stuff. I think the Volcano was probably the most interesting of the lot.
yeah,
Cool colors, interesting builds, really good parts use. Sort of like it seems nowadays with what they're doing with parts and what they're doing with techniques, we're in a bit of a renaissance with Lego building at the moment with what you can find in sets.
yeah.
The start
Yeah,
of
well,
a
that's
new,
it.
start of a new era, both for fans and for the company, and with CEO change and stuff. It's all an interesting time at the moment.
Bright and shiny new.
Yep. The other thing I've been playing with, Bailey, I've got a new group of
Oh,
special tactical police,
oh
and
yeah.
I'm calling them the Super Secret Police. The Super Secret Squad.
That's from the Lego movie, yeah.
Yeah, well, the parts I got from the Lego movie, yeah, from the robot SWAT team.
Yeah.
And I've got a challenge in my log. I've actually got to build a mech within this next week, and I've got to use the 2 robot heads somewhere in that mech.
Oh, good luck with that. They could be fuel tanks, little mini gas cylinders for a gun or something.
Well, that's what I was thinking. So that we have little challenges in the club, and this time I drew the short straw, and that's what I've got to do this week.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd be good for that sort of use. Just something small and out of the way rather than... did they have to be a focus?
You have to be able to tell that it's that part.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, even then, I'm thinking, yeah, a small gas cylinder or something would be probably... Are they pearl light grey?
Yeah, these guys.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that to me looks like a small screen and a 9-digit button layout.
Well, that's what I was kind of thinking.
That mouth and that the eyes, it looks like,
Yeah.
yeah. You could use
So
that.
I've got to do that this week, and so I've got those bits. I've got some grey sort of long cylinder pieces. I've got some other spare Technic pieces and a few other things. So I just got to hunt around in my other boxes and see what I can pull out and try to meet that challenge for when we meet again. Not this week, but the following Wednesday. So yeah.
Okay.
Fun. Yes, lots of fun.
Well, yeah, good luck on that.
Cheers.
I'm trying to whip up something on LDD now. See if I can figure it out.
Of course you are.
Hey, Bailey.
Yeah.
How excited are you for Dark Turquoise?
Oh my god! It's coming
Who?
back. It's coming back. I'm so excited.
What's coming back?
The dark turquoise. Teal.
Oh, nice.
You think?
I mean, the only usable pieces, I tried to exhaust every type of part that dark turquoise came in a recent build that I did. And the only good usable parts in it are a 2x6 plate, a 1x2 plate, a 1x2 brick, 2x2 brick, and a 2x4 brick. The rest is all just random weird crap that you can't use properly in big building. And so this diner has a whole wall that wraps around all in dark turquoise. And so there's like 1x X bricks there, and there's a couple of different plates.
It's so cool.
But yeah, I'm going to love the opportunities that it's going to bring up.
I suppose the question is, if they're bringing back the dark turquoise for the diner, what else are they going to put it in?
Elves and Star Wars, from what I've seen.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Elves, it's going to be used quite extensively, actually. I've seen some pictures that people aren't meant to see yet. Thanks, leaks.
Wow.
And Greedo, the alien in Star Wars.
Oh, yeah?
His suit, and I'm guessing his head probably, I suppose.
Yeah.
In dark turquoise, yeah.
Sweet.
He's really cool.
I'll probably use some of those pieces in the making of this mech.
Hey, we have a question in the chat. What new colors would you like Lego to make?
Sorry, I missed that. What was that?
We have a question in the chat. What new colors would you like Lego to make?
What new colors will we like Lego to make?
Yeah, basically, I'm assuming a color that hasn't already been made.
Yeah.
That isn't currently as a part of the color palette.
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
That is a hard one.
Sure, I'm gonna go and look at my chart, see which has the least colors in its shades. I'll be back.
You lucky bugger, you got a color chart.
Yeah. I think I don't know about new colors, but I know one color that I would like to see come back is the original pink.
Yeah, true.
Old pink. Whatever that shade is called. Because I wasn't into Lego when that pink was out.
Yeah, you're right there. I just looked, maybe a different green. We've got a lot of light greens, but we've only got one dark green. Maybe olive green is about the next closest dark green we've got. And like a charcoal, a titanium grey, like somewhere in between dark bluish grey and black.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I would like to see more chromes too.
That's a good question too, Ken. Oh yes, give me some more chromes. I need them.
More shiny,
purple.
shiny. Yes. Shiny. Sparkle.
What do we got? We got chrome silver, chrome gold. We've got like a brass color, which is chrome silver, and ink over it. Chrome blue, chrome green. There was like a chrome violet that was meant to be blue. They just used the wrong plastic underneath.
Oh, no.
Chrome red for the VIP keychains. Chrome black for the Darth Vader.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, chrome pink for some Belleville accessories. I think it was a crown or something. So yeah, like a chrome purple or something would be cool. Good thought. That was a good question too, Cam. I like this. This is like right in my alley.
I also like the suggestion of terracotta, Bailey.
Yeah, there seems to be a big gap. My
It
color
would be-
chart jumps straight from red to like these really pasty oranges, and there's not much in between.
Do I have that nougat color of the detective's office?
Yeah,
Yeah,
medium dark flesh, I think that was.
down there.
Flesh, yeah.
But there's no real sort of proper terracotta.
No.
And like that's a color that you see like in houses and stuff like that.
Mm.
Totally in roofs and the wall fascias and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some.
You go.
I was just going to say, I've got some test bricks that are in this terracotta color, and they look really cool. I'm just trying to find the photo. So you go.
I think I'd like to see a bit more variety in the colors of slopes, like for roofs and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Piece-like color variety.
Not just T slopes. I'm talking about roof slopes, the bigger ones.
Oh, yep.
The textured. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to occasionally get ones like that aren't textured. A nice smooth slope would be nice once in a while. Particularly when you're building something where you don't want texture, you want it to be all smooth, and you can't achieve that because they're roof pieces.
Oh, hello.
So there's a few different shades of orange that were tested
Wow.
by Bayer. These are the terracotta bricks that I'm talking about. How nice of a color is that? Not quite orange, not quite red.
That's beautiful. Can you imagine those profile bricks? That would look awesome.
Yeah.
Lovely.
But I mean, any of these, the ones on this end, this one here, here, and here, I think, are all actually neon. They're like fluorescent when you shine a black light on them.
Oh,
Like the trans orange and stuff is, trans neon orange.
Wow.
That would be cool to see potentially, a solid fluorescent color rather than just having trans fluorescent colors.
Yeah, because
And like
they only really have like white glow in the dark that's opaque.
Yeah. Yeah, true. So it's possible. It's been done before. They can do it again if they want. Timmy, I've got your gun here.
Yep.
I'm just trying to recolor all of the red parts so it actually looks decent. Oh, come on. Where the hell is it?
Yep.
Got another question in the chat about color. What about parts and other colors other than what? Like, have you got like a? I'm assuming he's saying like, have you got like a favorite part that you'd rather it be like in another color, and what color would that be?
Oh, okay. Well, my favorite brick is a 2x4 brick, obviously, and I would prefer it be in every color in existence, but that's not going to happen.
That would be right.
Just every color.
Just every color.
I think it comes in like 70 colors, and I've got it in 65 of them.
Oh, dude.
Pretty impressive.
That's not impressive. That's a sickness.
It's a sickness. No, it's a good sickness.
Really? Not a sickness until you can't walk in through your door.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
When you get to hoarder status and you can't walk in through your door because there's that much Lego boxes and Lego in the way, then you've got a problem.
Fair enough.
See, if you can sell stuff and give it away, then you don't have a problem. It's not a hoarding problem. If you can give stuff away, it's not hoarding.
Correct. If you can part with it, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
If you can't part with it and it's wall to walls and you can't move, it's a problem.
I'll make sure not to take advice from you guys on buying things then.
No. I can put my mother hat on and say, no, you can't afford that.
Yes.
Or no, there are more important things in your life right this second.
True.
I can be mum.
Yes, I can be too. It's hard, but it has to happen sometimes.
Yeah, it does. Otherwise, I am like the best enabler.
Yeah, same.
Can you see my screen, Tim?
Yes.
Something simple like that, just having tank, you could probably have the arm coming off here, but make it just so that sort of you can't even notice it as sticking out. This is just rough, but something like that is probably all you'd need. If it's a mech, could even be used in the arms as like a wrist joint, like I think it was used in the Classic Space mech.
Yeah, it was too.
The ideas set, I think it was used somewhere in there. But like as a joint, if it's symmetrical, you got two of them.
Yeah, I do.
Another interesting comment in the chat: 2 different colors on the same brick would be cool. The outside of the building could be one color, and the inside could be a different color.
Oh, yeah, two-tone for walls, wallpaper, or paint and exterior. That's nice.
Correct. That would be cool.
Interesting, actually. Particularly, with buildings, because not all buildings have brick facades on the inside as well. Quite often, you have your gyprock or whatever else.
Oh, marble bricks. Nice.
I like the dark green one.
I bet. I think the general consensus as to the reason why they don't do marbled bricks is because Mega Bloks does them.
Mega Bloks.
Yeah, like you'll never find bricks looking like this in a Lego set at all anymore. That's far gone past the point where they could do that.
It's hard to keep a consistency when they have molding like that. I mean, look at the parrot that they do.
Yeah, it is possible, and they do it. It's just a matter of doing it in usable bricks rather than accessories, I suppose. You're right.
So yeah, I wonder whether that they've got a real reason for doing that, or like whether it's a market distinction thing, or whether it's just we don't want to do that, it's too hard.
Probably a bit of too hard. They've used pretty much the same technology other than adding hot runners in for their molds for the standard bricks. And they haven't really changed the way that they produce them much at all in the last 60 years. It's just the technology to produce them has gotten better over time. But for the intricate molds, I mean, you think the technology they need to pump plastic in, through 2 different nozzles to make that parrot. That's a fair bit of money that would go into that, just for a parrot, for a detail that most people won't notice. So I think viability-wise, I don't know, they may not see it worth it.
Yeah, probably. I wonder whether it's a little bit of not wanting to do the same as Mega Bloks 2, because I know that they got smacked down when they did the Quattro brick being too close to bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got one Mega Bloks 2x4 brick in my collection. In my box of knockoff 2x4 bricks for reference when people have questions as to what brand they got in a bulk lot.
Yeah.
But I made it worthwhile, and so that that one brick is marbled red and black, and it's got gold glitter through it. I don't know what set it came from, but I don't think Lego would ever go to that extent. It's like a little too gaudy.
God.
That's pretty.
Wow.
Yeah. Like in one eye, it looks amazing and it looks really pretty and cool, and then in the other eye, it's like, who
Ew.
thought this was a good idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they do say that glitter is the herpes of craft. So, what does that make it of Lego?
I was setting up a Christmas tree at work today, and I got some glitter in my beard. What does that say?
Oh no!
Oh no.
Yeah, but what color?
Dear
What
me.
color was it?
I can't remember. I got it out as quick as I could.
Good work. Good work.
It's like right off on a tall table where the display Christmas trees are, and I just ran my chin along the table accidentally, and
Oh no!
Betty just came home with me.
It just came home with you.
What? No.
Yeah.
What is it? Let's go back to crafts. It's the herpes of all crafts. Let's
It's the herpes of craft.
stop it there.
Oh,
Yes.
fucking-
Oh yeah, who's
You
who's
just
gonna pull the straw and say hi to everyone in the chat? I'm happy to do it.
You can do it, Bailey.
All right.
Yeah, Bailey. You
For my first time ever. Is that inaugural?
Yep. Inaugural.
The inaugural not name calling. That sounds bad. Name reading off.
Roll
We got-
calling, dude.
We got
Roll call.
Douglas McBricken. And we finally got those tech issues sorted. We've got ABC. Is Spong still in the chat? Spong being lit. Who else are we at? We've got me, Haytan, Cayman went, I believe.
Yes.
Hello, if you're still here. Who else have we got? Toucan, of course. Toucan with the brilliant questions this evening. And by the looks of it, we do have some other viewers, but we haven't had hellos from them yet. So who have we got? Johnny G with his dance moves. I love the mouse over text of that emoticon. It's just man dancing. And I think that is it so far. So if you're in the chat and you haven't said anything yet, please say hi and give us some questions. Because we are more than happy to answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
It's not
And
every day, Timothy.
I
Has a
do
bad
like
day.
the idea, McBricken, about putting the Christmas lights in.
Inside the brick.
No.
Well,
Lights
can
inside the
they
brick.
get light bricks in anything other than that pale yellow? Have like a... Do they have a red light brick yet? I know there's an orange one for fire.
Yeah, they have red light brick. We got an absolute shit ton of them in event support this year.
Oh, because I did get a yellow one. I didn't see a red. Is there a green or a blue? I don't think so.
I don't think I've seen green or blue, no.
I suppose there aren't
No.
many uses for it.
But I don't think we've got any red ones with the Gold Coast brick, the Gold Coast event support
Oh, okay, yeah, that must be it.
earlier in the year. So
Doing some research on the timeline of Lego colors, transparent green and red and blue were the first trans colors to come out for railroad signs and for shop signs when the light bricks first came out, like that actually had bulbs in them.
oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
And it wasn't then until Classic Space that yellow came out. Trans
Oh,
yellow.
there you go. Sweet. Good
If
stuff.
Here's a question: if Lego was to come out with a new space theme, what would your ideal color scheme be? I'd need at least 2 or 3 solid colors and a trans color. Go.
Solid color for me would be, I'd like a Oh, a nice blue.
Pink.
A nice
pink?
like
What?
a medium azure or something.
Medium azure, yeah.
And
And a trans color, maybe a oh, they've done green, yellow. They've done orange, haven't they? Trans yellow, orange.
pink.
Trans pink? A
That
trans
would
pink.
actually look pretty cool.
A trans pink. How's that?
Medium azure and I could see that with some greys and a bit of white and black. I could see that actually being pretty cool.
I've actually done that with some of my car.
ABC.
I would like to see space with like Friends palette kind of stuff. Not the tan, but the other colours.
Oh, get that damn bright light orange away from me. I'm sick of it already.
Oh no.
Yeah, that looks wrong.
It was like it used a bunch in some specific Bionicle sets back in the day and then sort of came out of popularity and then came back a bit through some Star Wars stuff. And then all of a sudden, just about every theme had bright light orange in some way or another. And then it was like, boom, in your face. Every second set has the damn color. I don't know where it came from. It's replaced yellow.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, there's a bit too much the bright light yellow, not enough of the regular yellow.
Like the City Jungle, if that came out, 5 years ago, all of those sets would be yellow, not bright light orange. It's like the standard now.
Yeah, totally. You're right. Yeah, that would be cool. Trans pink, you could do a lot of sort of like space pod type things and
Oh, yeah.
buggies and stuff would be quite cool.
Yeah, trans pink is cool.
And if you use those colors from the Friends, that purple color, you could probably use that for like the alien vehicles and stuff like that.
Yeah, because they have the regular whatever part purple it is. Belly, you know the color better than me.
Yeah. I mean, like a trans purple or the trans. Damn it, what's the name? I'll be back.
He's like, I'm not going to quote it incorrectly. It must be accurate. The accurate man must be accurate, and I appreciate that.
I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Trans medium blue. They haven't done much with in a while.
Trans medium blue, yeah.
Yeah, not the dark blue and not the light blue. That's sort of.
I think a lot of lights come through because of bloody Elsa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trans medium blue needs to see a comeback. Hasn't been used much in a while.
And yeah, there was a bit of it a while ago, and then it just went with the Frozen.
Yeah. And there's that that other purple that's been used on that Disney castle that's coming next year.
Oh,
The
yes.
purple cone piece. That could be good for a rocket.
Yeah, true. Stuff like that, finding those sorts of parts in those interesting colors or shapes and whatnot, they're usually they're what spurs on people to try something with them. It's like they're just enough out of the ordinary to try something interesting and new with them, which is what brings new mockers into the hobby and stuff. It's cool. I had a kid at work the other day who was talking to his grandparents about what sets he wanted for Christmas, and they said, "Don't you have stuff like this already and whatnot?" And he said, "Well, yeah, but instead of like other kids, saying, but I can play with this and it's a helicopter and that's cool," he said, which was the first time I've ever heard anyone else say it, but I can use this part for this thing that I'm working on, and I can use this thing for this other project that I had in mind. It was like he completely understood the idea of Lego. It wasn't just a set, and that was really cool to see.
That's awesome.
That is very awesome. I was going to ask Bailey, what are your thoughts on the knowing how you feel about bright light yellow? What are your thoughts on lilac?
Oh, what do you mean lilac? The sort of
color being used in like sets.
Yeah, but that's the Lego color. I'm well versed in the Bricklink names. Is it like that sort of light purple?
It's like
Or is it just the lavender color, medium lavender?
Yeah, lavender.
I don't mind it. It's a little trying to think of the word.
The warmth of the color doesn't really match in with other colors.
Yes, yeah, you're right there.
Like its tone is like very, very different.
Yeah, that's correct. That's sort of what I was going for. It's a really dull color compared to what the rest of them have in their value. Used sparingly, it's all right. I've surprisingly got quite a bit of it in my collection. I don't know where it came from. Probably events aboard or something.
Oh yeah, it was really friends or elves or something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It has been a little bit of it lately, come through. You're lucky you got it. Usually I snuffle it.
Yeah.
One color that I would like to see used a little more is that flesh color. One up from light flesh, which is like skin tone. Used on the Simpsons house for the garage door.
Oh yeah.
That color. I got a whole wad of it in event support. Or brick support.
Oh, wasn't those weird plates that we got that were an odd color?
Yes. I got hundreds and hundreds of them. Ended up bricklinking some more. That's just a really interesting color. Doesn't have too many purposes, but it's this really cool sort of clay, earthy color that I've seen incorporated into a lot of Western mocks and Arizona wasteland type environments.
Used the ones that she got.
Yeah.
Try to get more. Like, here are all my ones. I think we got a small amount of like different size plates too. Like there were 2 buys.
Oh,
but it wasn't. Must have been the time that you went there. Had I known that you had an interest in the color?
Yes.
Some pictures. A friend of mine in the US, he's the god of Lego colors. He used that flesh color for a whole display. The ground of it.
Wow.
Spaceport. It's meant to look like Martian soil, and he added some medium dark flesh, and I think somewhere in there there's sand red here.
That is so cool.
Somewhere else. Yeah, there's a couple of actual test brick colors here and stuff. He did incorporate some Modulex somewhere as well. I can't remember where. Maybe back here. But
it's not like the solar panels, is it?
No. Those I can't remember what he actually did. But God, there's some detail in it.
Wow.
Quite spectacular. The geometry in it. This is like a scaled up version of the cone areas in the Saturn V. It's a similar sort of technique, I think.
Yeah.
Or at least in build concept.
Nice.
But yeah, he used this color for the soil, and it's just a beautiful color when used in a large amount.
That is really cool.
And so that I would like to see used like for a city theme, as like in the base, if it was these mining things that are coming out next year for city.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, instead of having just rocky colored. If they had this sort of earthy clay color as well on the ground somewhere, that sort of stuff would be cool. just experiment a bit with the color choices that they have at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
That was so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you did
Good
well
stuff,
with that.
really.
I think that was a Brick Fair Virginia, maybe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, you did well with that. That was, I think, what inspired me to use those parts.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Yeah. I usually get to play with some of the more obscure parts that people don't want.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I'll let you go.
huh? Sorry. Go.
You go.
I was just going to say, I even like how you can find bits which are either a bit, how do you say, deformed, and you can put that into a mock, and yet it can set the tone of that mock quite well. And Darren showed us some photos of a mock of a little in one of the shows that he went to, and to see parts which got little dimples and stuff in them, most people go, "Oh, I'm going to get rid of that. It's not clean. It's not fresh." But if you use bits which have got dimples or little, broken, well, not broken, but sort of, slightly sort of less well formed, let's say, they actually can set off a mock quite bloody well in the roof or around a banister, or it could show like a car that's beaten up. You can have like a part that's got a slight dint in it.
Yeah.
Those type of things I like.
Yeah, well, my dinosaur park mock, it has some discolored, older parts from like the 80s, 90s.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I just washed them up, scrubbed them up. I didn't use any of the tricks to bring the color back. I just keep them as is because it gives it a bit of,
Character.
Yeah.
I've seen a spaceport done in all of the different greys, like including old and new dark and light grey and the very light grey, very light bluish grey. And they incorporated, it was a pretty large spaceport, and so they were able to incorporate on the groundwork, almost looking like oil stains on the underside of ships and whatnot. And they had like the discoloured old light grey, old dark grey, to look like oil stains on the nice clean modern grey, and that worked really well. That looked quite cool. I think using that sort of difference to your advantage usually works quite well. So long as it's done right, I suppose.
Yes.
Oh, totally. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. If you find stuff like that, especially you find bricks which are a little bit I guess seen the light and they're like faded, you can use them in a really clever technique to show like parts of building that have been restored. Like you have the old part of the building is where you've got the sort of light, the colors bleached brick, and then you have the newer sort of brick is the new renovation to that building in your mock. I've seen a lot of guys who do a lot of sort of shops and fronts of stores, and then they do the side of the corner shop, and then you can see how the front of the building facade is the older part, and then you see the color bleed to the newer sort of colored bricks. It actually looks quite good.
Yeah. Like
If
it's
you
been
can
given a
find
power
stuff
walk.
like that, that's always good.
Well, any other topics for discussion tonight?
Yeah. what? Okay, we know what people want. I got a big list of Dino. You want Dino?
Dino, 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 dino.
Dino. ABC wants the dinos, dinosaurs.
Hey, I
Um,
was saying dino and dino. Listen, clean out
okay, fine. Yeah. Apart from that, we've seen what the early 2018 sets will be released, but what is anyone's guess what the later part of 2018 may bring for Lego? Any ideas?
Incredibles 2.
Oh, you heard.
Yes.
You heard, Bailey. You heard.
I'm sorry.
It's like, if people don't know that they're living under a rock.
Yeah, true. True.
True. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what next year is going to bring. It seems like they're wrapping up a lot of sub themes in certain themes, and they're just sort of introducing a couple of new ideas in other themes. So it'll be interesting to see what sort of direction they go with the second half of next year. I'm not quite sure what they'll do, but with Dark Turquoise coming back, anything's possible.
Belly's like,
Yay.
The heavens have opened up. Oh yes, Unikitty line for the cartoon.
oh,
Unikitty.
In the chat, we just heard.
Ah.
Could definitely happen. I mean, obviously, licensing won't be an issue. I could see that happening. Maybe a small line like DC Superheroes Girls.
yeah, but it might actually sell.
ABC.
Oh, no,
big
no, no, no,
cut.
no. I say that in the nicest possible way. Not dissing, but I was talking to a retailer today who was saying that it has sold so poorly that Lego basically offered like a discount on what the retailers had to pay for them.
Oh yeah,
They
they'll
won't
just
move-
get rid of them.
They reduced the price, like the recommended retail.
And it's
Wow.
sad because the idea was cool. I think the execution was just not that it was bad. I think it was just unnecessary. The market was already cornered with all of the other DC Superhero Girls merchandise. There wasn't a need for it with Lego.
It's not like it was something you need.
Yeah. Yeah, unlike Friends, which the girls have, girls seem to really talk to that line very, very greatly,
Oh yeah, like
and yet the superhero girls, it's on its face.
Yeah, but with Friends, you've got a consistency of a story and characters.
That's right.
Superhero Girls was introducing something new, and children are fickle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which is interesting between the Friends line and also the Elves. They both seem to have a good market share, and they actually consistently seem to sell the right amount of units.
Well, I mean, seriously, elves, fairies, that sort of shiz, little girls love it.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Well, boys love it too.
I know, but it's just a lovely color palette too. Same with the Friends.
Yeah,
like
yeah, it's just
fresh.
interesting and it's a bit different.
Interesting.
I
Yeah.
think one good thing about lines like that is like the minifigures that come out. There wasn't that many female superheroes in the DC line, and now you've got a ton of them, albeit mini dolls, but still at least the opportunity is there now, and it's not something that's missing.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
That's true.
But the market will.
Dragons. Elves
Yeah.
have dragons. Superhero girls don't have dragons.
The market will always decide what is good and what is worth buying. I remember there was this huge uproar after the Force Awakens movie came out, where all the toy stores didn't have much Rey merchandise out. There weren't many Rey action figures and doll sets and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so there was this big uproar online that retailers should stock them and that Hasbro should make more and whatnot. Star Wars should pressure the toy makers. And so they did, and they brought out Rey toys. And they're like the last toys that are still left for The Force Awakens on shelves at the moment. Because nobody wanted them. It was just people who thought that people wanted them.
There's people,
Yeah.
social justice warriors, they're called.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, I can understand where they're coming from, but like with Lego, DC Superheroes Girls sets were good in their own right, designed well. I think the market just wasn't quite needing them as much as they were capable of selling. So I'm hoping that that Unikitty line, if there was one, I'm imagining that might sell quite well because it's already a Lego theme. It's already a Lego license, and so there's some fans already there.
Oh yes, fans. Everybody, the kittens.
Yep.
They can come and live in my house.
Yes. On one of your many shelves there, ABC.
I would very much love if they made a plushie.
Oh, that'd be cool.
They've done a few plushies recently. It's in the realm of possibility.
I would like to see a plushie Unikitty, and I reckon that would sell like hotcakes.
Yeah.
Because it's a
That would-
cat, and it's a unicorn, and it's pink and pretty and fluffy, and yeah, I want one. They're gonna make it happen.
I have to speak to one of the guys over here, ABC, who do to order plush toys and see what she says. See if she'll do a Unikitty plush for you.
Yeah, I used to collect like plush, like teddy bears and animals and stuff like that, but yeah, it kind of got out of control, so I had to donate them all.
Oh.
It was reaching hoarder status.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Tim, if that maker can make me a Lego Iron Man plushie, I'd pay for that.
I'll have to see what she did do a plush Iron Man about that big.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Lego fire.
And
Lego fire.
that looks pretty cool. Huh?
Yeah. I'm thinking like the Lego minifig version of Iron Man.
Oh yeah.
That would be cool.
Cool. That would be cool. Yeah. Now that there's cool things that people get made over here. Supply and demand. There's certain places where in Senpai Kong where you've got like a whole like plush toys that can be made up, and there's a place that does pillows. Square sort of cushions, and then they'll do them in the shape of like Pokemon. They'll do it in Pooh Bear. They'll do it in yeah, it's pretty cool.
One
Yeah.
thing that I would pay good money for, actually,
Yeah.
a diner.
Oh, you had to get it in there, dude.
Yeah.
So the question
Yeah,
is,
I
Bailey,
know.
how many diners are you going to buy, Bailey?
I'll probably start with just the one, explore it, build it, and disassemble it and build it again.
Sadly,
and then I'm thinking I might grab two so I can get rid of the top section and like create a larger diner, mirror one of the other sides, and get rid of one of the doorways. And so I've got like a long, arching, curved front entrance. Like slap two diners together and take the roof off. Take the top of the building off.
taking my thunder.
Yeah, get
I
rid
was
of
thinking
that.
exactly that.
Yeah. Well, we can share some ideas then.
Okay, cool.
I mean, you can
Yeah.
buy the second one for me.
Oh,
I gotta love your optimism, Bailey.
Oh,
yeah, Bailey. Great work, son.
gotta have a healthy sense of bliss. Blissful
Yeah,
ignorance.
right.
Well, I keep saying that I need a Lego sugar daddy that'll like buy me Lego and not ask for anything in return. But you know, my adoration of Lego.
Yes.
Surely there must be somebody out there that has like some weird, you know. I'm not going to
Quirk.
say it. But yeah, I was going to say the F word, but no,
Yes.
not that F. The other one. You know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. That's what she
Friggin'
said.
Dinah.
Likes to buy things and watch somebody get, you know, be happy that they have things. Yeah, but not one else.
A friend.
Yes, a friend that buys lots of things.
Oh, you know what else
Friend.
friends buy for each other?
Mm-hmm.
Dinah.
Dinah! Oh my goodness.
So I'll just send you the bill, Tim, and
Oh.
we'll talk later.
Okay. Damn.
On that note, it looks like the live chat is going to be dead. Maybe it's time to go into post show.
Right?
We've lost our live chat people.
Have we?
No, still there.
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay, Douglas.
Tim, get into some philanthropic work.
What was it? Philanthropist?
Lego
Yeah.
philanthropist.
Just give us sets. I know a set you could start with.
Yeah, Dinah. Oh, Bailey.
Okay, I've got a question for you, Bailey.
Yes.
Is there a set out there that you look at and go, "Oh my god, if I got that, I would like totally send it back"?
There's the smaller Technic sets. Pretty much everything sub $60 maybe in the Technic line in the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. All seems to be like an absolute blur. It's only when you get to the big, $100 plus sets where there's interesting techniques or really good parts usage. All the rest of them, like the pullback sets, are crud. The small little mini build Technic sets are probably cool for little kids to get them involved in Technic, but even then,
But at the price point, they're not very.
they're sort of just going for the price point, not so much for the design.
Yeah.
Because obviously the Technic team is quite small compared to the say the Star Wars team perhaps. But the Technic team like focusing on like that Mack truck or the Porsche, and that's their centerpiece for the year or for the 6 months or whatever, and then they just have to work on some small stuff. But that sort of thing, I've bought one or two and regretted it, which doesn't happen often with me. Yeah, true. It's got some good parts. It's got usually good usable parts. It's just that to get, new colored parts or something like that, you got to spend the bucks, which is a bugger.
Yeah, that is a pain in the bum.
So, in your opinion, what is the ugliest set you've ever seen?
Oh, man. Actually, I've got a photo of it. Let's crack that up.
Yeah?
I'll see if I can find it. I've got a rote memory of the first page of my Flickr at this point. There it is. This is probably the worst looking set that Lego's ever released.
What? I thought you liked that.
How rank is that?
What is that?
That is, Cherie, that's glitter.
That's
Oh
glitter.
dear.
That's the herpes of craft there.
The
Oh,
herpes
dear.
of Lego.
Just poking out of a ship, just chilling. This is after Exhibit pimped his ride.
Oh dear.
But I mean, that ship is an awesome looking ship. But the character, that's Aquart from Galador.
Galador.
Goodness, that is hauntingly ugly.
Yep.
And it doesn't look a thing like the character in the show. It's just
That's the problem.
terrible.
See, I don't see an issue with him because I've never seen the cartoon.
I've watched all of the first season of it. I would recommend it if you want to kill some brain cells. Tiger's pretty bad too.
Oh yeah.
But they're sort of cop-outs. I'd say for like an ugly brick-built set, I would go for like... Actually, yeah, any of those small Technic sets from the last couple of years. There's one really bad one that I'll see if I can find.
Yeah.
Theme. It's been a while since I've used this one.
Yep.
See, the stuff coming out next year for 2018 is actually quite decent. These small
Yep.
sets look alright.
They're
And that
cool.
box is amazing. Where is it?
Truck.
The,
This thing, the Getaway Racer.
get away, so.
It looks like they ran out of parts. And they just tried to slap it together.
This.
Like, it doesn't look
unfinished.
like a
Yeah.
complete, fully built, properly worked set. Like this, the light hanging off the side and all of these extra contraptions and stuff, it just doesn't quite fit.
Cut it.
Yeah.
Well finished.
I mean, even this looks alright compared to the other one.
So is
No,
that
it's-
your ugly set?
No, that last one. At least in recent.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, at least in recent memory.
In recent
Yeah.
memory. That
Other
is-
ones have,
It-
you know,
it
they've
does
got
look
their
a lot
redeeming
like-
qualities and stuff.
Like the days when they used to whack like, you know, a few parts together and go, oh look, that's a set.
Oh yeah, here we go. There's one.
Oh dear.
That's
That very
definitely
like
just
this
for the price
half.
point.
Yeah.
Just to
They've
say
stopped to
that
make
they
half
could.
of it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been some odd ones. It's a hit and miss. See, this is all right. It's not amazing, but it's all right. And even this, you know,
It's like a
introduces
banana
little
truck.
kids. Introduces
like
kids to
banana.
tracks and stuff.
That is Meccano.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of small Technic sets that just haven't quite been as good as some others.
It looks sort of okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's like looking at a line drawing of something as opposed to a realistic photo.
Yes, true. Have you guys seen the B model for the bucket wheel? No, not the excavator. The wheel loader here. Have you seen the B model for this?
No.
That's one that I was actually quite disappointed with. The
Oh.
B model it's usually the vehicle that works in tandem with it,
Yeah.
but it just looks so unfinished because it's missing so many panels on the side.
It's like a
Like up
line
here.
drawing.
It looks unfinished. You can't do anything with it. There's these gaping holes in the bottom of that, so you can't put stuff in it.
It's
Yeah.
extremely
And the actual, like, for how well they designed the A model, the original, compared to the real thing, that looks amazing compared to the real thing.
Yeah.
The real vehicle that this B model is built off has 3 axles.
Yeah.
It's just they obviously couldn't add 2 other wheels and another set of axles in the set just for the sake of the B model. And so this isn't even accurate. And so that's not
Lazy.
that crash hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. It's,
What are your thoughts on wearable Lego like Clickets?
it had its day in its era. Like that was big thing back then. You know, the things you put in your hair, the mini braiders. There was lots of sort of kids' beauty toys, if that makes sense, at the time.
The timing of when it came out was just unfortunate, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it came at a time where Lego was getting in trouble.
Yeah. But like at the time, at least in a market sense, you know, it wouldn't be successful now. You don't see kids' interest in that sort of area as much anymore. You don't see any of those kids braided.
They bring out some like jewelry lines of Friends still.
Mm.
Yeah.
But you don't see like a full line like that anymore.
Oh, I'm not even meaning just Lego. Like, I remember when Clickets came out, there were like the stickers you'd put in your hair and the little braiding machines you'd put in your hair, and there'd be like the bedazzling things for clothes. That was sort of the thing at the time. Little personal beauty kit things.
Yeah.
But nowadays, kids that sort of age aren't quite as interested, and so I don't think it would hit as well anymore.
No.
But at the time, it was good.
I remember buying Clickets for my niece. Like, it would have been something that I would have bought if I'd had a daughter.
Yeah.
Because they were cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think when I bought them, I didn't even realize they were Lego.
Oh, wow.
Like, that was probably the sad part.
Wow, okay.
I bought Clickets for my niece, and I don't even think I remember realizing they were Lego.
There you go.
But I've seen Clickets used in some very interesting ways for mocks and stuff like that too. Sometimes I feel like I should get my hands on some.
Yeah.
But they are getting like harder and harder to find in certain types.
Yeah. We still have a lot of boys who have the buildable watches over here. A lot of kids have them, and some of those, you know, they try to do little mock-ups with those, which can be fun.
Yeah.
They're still practical.
Yeah. I bought a few of those watches, not the buildable ones, but just sort of the older style watches that you could change the links around with, because there are a few unique colors that didn't come in anything else.
Yeah.
But it was cool because it was
that's what I noticed.
Yeah, it was a UFO watch, and so I was happy to buy any UFO products.
Oh, cool. Sweet.
So we have one more question in chat. Is what are our thoughts on the snapback caps that have the Lego plate on the what do you call it, the shade part, whatever they call it?
Yeah. The visor.
The visor, yeah. Me, I don't wear hats. Not that style, anyway.
Not that style.
No.
Yeah, more of a fedora, are you?
More of a fedora. Well, can you imagine if they made a Lego
fedora
hat that was a fedora, and that you could build it all the way around?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be. You know how like they had the flick jumping bases for minifigs for Marvel and DC sets?
Yep.
And then they released like the power fist thing where you'd flick the back of it and it'd come off the hand for like Spider-Man and Iron Man. The next
Yeah.
one needs to be a fedora minifig accessory that you can hit the back of it and it tips the fedora.
Oh,
That's good. I like that, Bailey.
well,
Bring it
That
on.
That would bring in a new era of genteel and sophistication.
Hey,
You know,
let's try to get
Iron Man
that.
comes
Get it
in and
up as
saves the day.
Lego ideas.
Yeah. Take his almost have it like there's a slight headband around like the top of a helmet, and then have the hat like it's a visor attachment for the helmet, and so you can flick it up and down. There
Oh,
you go.
nice.
I've just made $1 million right there.
Yeah.
I gotta
Yeah,
CAD that up.
now you've got to be like Homer Simpson and say patent pending, patent pending.
Well, yeah, in Australian law, me saying that with witnesses means that it is copyright automatically to me. I just need to chuck the patent around.
That's it. Oh, bring it, Bailey. Let's get it up as a Lego idea set. Let's do
I
it.
so need to 3D model that just to go through with this joke, because that is actually a good idea.
It is. It is. It is.
Well, maybe not good. Good's a big word. Just
That's a big word. It's an idea.
yes.
It's a worthy thought of exploring.
Oh, I've got to sketch this out and do a 3D model. That'd be great.
You
Oh
know,
man, that's cool.
Billsy has a 3D printer.
Yeah, no, he's still meaning to owe me a free 3D print, which he hasn't yet.
Oh, what?
Well, namely because I keep sending him stuff that's way too big to print, but that's another story.
Oh, man, Dinkum. See?
Yeah, aiming too high.
What's Filmsy? What? Seriously? Come on. If he's watching, oi, come on.
Nah, it's I gave him some stuff, and he said, as a thank you, I'll print you something, and I can't think of anything that I need, and so I keep finding these like massive things, and it's just not going to happen. It's too big for the base of his printer.
Yeah.
I've got to come up with something small. So potentially, if I 3D modeled this fedora, I'll get him to print that.
And if it's too big, couldn't you just do it in 2 halves and then like plastic weld them together?
Too big in terms of time as well. Like I sent him something that was reasonably simple. He said it took 9 hours, so let's not.
Yeah, because if it fails,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
But, you know, if I got a fedora printing, I could print like 10 of them at a time. Start selling them on eBay for like $500 each, rare prototype.
Bailey endorse. Yeah. You can say, I endorse the product that I designed.
I could give it to one of the patrons of the diner.
Yeah.
Don't break Tim. Please don't break Tim. Break.
Oh.
Break. Break.
Oh man. Oh dear.
Okay, don't die on me.
No, I won't. It's all good.
I've partially broken you once. I am very, very protective of you now.
I know. Thank you. But it was enjoyable conversation that you did break me. So.
Yeah. It's one of those moments that will happen once and never happen again.
True. We're more cautious.
Certain people try to make it work. You just can't make fetch happen. Again, at least.
No, not at least. Yes. Now, so we've talked about what things we would like for Christmas, what we expect for 2018.
That Bailey wants the diner.
Bailey wants a diner. I want the diner.
We all want the diner.
You want the diner and the dinos and the Jurassic World stuff, which will be good.
Yeah, I haven't even seen what they look like, and I still want them.
Yes. So there you go. You already got the money spent, and you haven't even seen it yet. So good stuff. So yeah. With the new sets coming, I already know what things I'm going to convert already. I want to convert that tree truck tractor thing. I'm going to convert the ambulance helicopter to make it look a little bit more representational of the Westpac rescue helicopter.
Mm.
What are you doing with your paddle, your lollipop? Putting on your nose.
I'm playing with the white noise. It's quite hilarious.
Oh no. Anyway, yeah. So is there anything that you've seen that you think will be more a purchase to use in mocking?
No. I'm
Is it-
ideaed out.
Hey,
I'm ideaed out. Can't
your
think of
ideas
anything.
out? Any no pieces in the new stuff that you think you could use for the Pedora?
I did like that. It was a couple of series back on the collectible minifigs. It was like a I don't know what they were trying to go for, but it was a guy with like a open chest and he had a giant broad brim hat, and it was like a musketeer type thing. Had a rapier as well, but his hat was pretty cool. They're doing some cool minifig headgear at the moment.
You're talking about the one with like the puffy shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
Puffy shirt dude, yeah.
Puffy shirt.
Next year with Ninjago, they're doing some amazing looking headgear for the villains.
Yes. RB mentioned some of that.
Yeah, so they'll be cool to see. I'll grab some of them.
Yeah, I'm sure RB's going to snap all those up as soon as he can get his hands on them.
Yes.
Our resident Ninjago fan and man of the moment and knowing what's going down with Lego Town City and everything else.
Mr. Encyclopedia.
Yeah. Hey?
Lego Encyclopedia.
That's it. Encyclopedia. Yes. Yes. He'll be all over it. So some of the things in the new creator sets I think are pretty cool. There's Skate House. There's a few bits I'm quite excited for. The Skate House has got a few pieces that could be useful in other mocks. What else? What's the other set I saw? There's one other set which is got a new sort of curve piece. What was that? Oh,
The dino.
I think it was. Hey, oi! No, the other set than the diner.
Curved pieces.
It's got a different curve. What's his face mentioned it on his stream, on his channel, Jang. He said he was quite interested to see Lego used it.
Oh,
Mind you, I'm jealous of that bastard. He's got all those new sets.
Nexonite stuff. There was like an inverted
That's
4x4 curve. Yeah,
That's it, yes.
it was the negative of a 4x4 curve.
The negative 4x4, that's it.
Yeah, that seems like an odd choice because they don't actually have, other than a 6x6 circle, they don't have any other piece to actually fill that void.
True.
And so hopefully that might mean that they might do a quarter circle that's 3 wide.
Yeah.
Because we don't have any of them yet. We've just got the weird
No.
munted, like slightly rounded corner 3x3, but not a proper 3x3 quarter.
No, they don't have that proper 3x3 at all. Not at all.
So that would be
Which
cool.
is a shame. That would be really cool. Yeah, lots of
Can you
good
think of
stuff.
any other new part, ABC? Well, there's a bunch in Nexonites. I just can't remember what. There's like little wing pieces.
Yeah.
I've got a
I'm excited
prediction.
for some of the new flower and leaf pieces.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
You know where some of those flower pieces are used in a set next year?
the donor.
The diner. Oh man, that's
I've got a prediction. There's like these little gold chunk pieces in the mining city sets next year. I'm
Yeah.
guessing they'll probably be the pieces used for the Infinity Stones in the Infinity War Marvel sets.
Yeah.
Probably. It seems like they'd be the right spot for it.
They're new gold pieces too, which are really good.
Yeah.
It's good just get new stuff like that.
Oh, of course. The roller coaster pieces.
yeah, that just popped in my head. It was like, yeah, I'm interested in those, but whether or not I'll be able to afford to collect as many as I need for any project that I want to do.
Yeah, I mean, they're in the mining sets in light grey, so they're already getting closer to a proper roller coaster usable piece.
Yeah, well that's it, and you've also got the Joker's set who's got the roller coaster in it as well.
Yeah, and I don't know if anyone else saw, but they can be motorized. There's hooks on the bottom of the carriages.
No way.
So that they can the hooks can slot into those chain links, and they can be dragged up a mountain with a motor.
Oh yeah, bring that on.
So it's
Well,
obvious that they're definitely planning something big in terms of a roller coaster. If they've thought that much into detail on what you can do with them, it's obvious that it's something big in the works.
Maybe there's going to be a full-size roller coaster in the second half of the year.
Probably that I'm guessing. You know, they've got the Ferris wheel, they've got the carousel, they've got the
fairground mixer.
Yeah, fairground mixer. I bet second half of 2018 as a creator expert set for the fun park line, they'll have a roller coaster. You're probably right there, ABC.
There you go. You heard it first on Sunday Super Lego stream.
There we go. You got the exclusive.
Actually, Adam was theorizing this like ages ago.
Was he? Ah.
I mean, the writing's been on the wall since that, since the sort of half-assed roller coaster set in Friends came out.
Yep.
People were like, we want a proper one.
They were testing the waters.
Yeah.
To see what people would say about the product.
Testing the water, and everything came back positive.
Completely.
People were like, and we want Monorail!
Everything came back with glitter.
Glitter, herpes.
Oh no.
I'm making a prediction as well next year. In the second half of 2018, they're going to introduce a new glitter translucent colour.
Ooh. What colour do you reckon?
I don't know. They've got access to all of them now on all of the current 2017 internal colour charts. They've got a whole suite of translucent colours with glitter in them, not just the ones that are available.
What haven't they used lately?
Hey?
What haven't they used yet?
Well, they've got trans light blue, trans neon green, trans pink, trans purple, trans clear.
Done purple recently.
It has been done. Trans purple with glitter. So they've got 5 so far, but any trans color you can think of at the moment, they've currently got batches of with glitter in them as well. So dark blue, red, green, orange,
Yeah.
medium blue, all trans colors they've got with glitter on their internal color charts at the moment. So there's a possibility. I'm thinking maybe in the roller coaster set potentially. But I'm thinking probably second half of next year we're going to see a new glitter trans color.
Wow, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
With the new copper for the Ninjago stuff earlier in the year or late last year, I can't remember. I think they're starting to release some new stuff because the last new color before that was yellowish green, which was a bit of a crud color.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to see some new trans stuff, new glitter stuff, interesting bits.
Douglas McBricken said, how would they do a Dodgem car set for the theme?
Yes. They did one of those in Friends, I think. It'd be cool to see like a proper city one.
They've also done some Dodgem cars in
Joker set.
Superheroes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, true.
With poly bags.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's definitely a possibility. Cool. Oh, yes, including my beard glitter. That was a throwback and a half. I'm amazed you remembered that.
Beard glitter!
That should be a colour. That should be a colour on the colour charts. Should be...
Beard glitter?
Call it number 6965.
6965.
That's very specific.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. They're all 3-digit ones at the moment. Call it 101. Bailey Beard Glitter.
Bailey Beard Glitter Club.
Should be an official colour. It can be the McBricken Beard Glitter.
The McBricken in colour.
The McBricken Beard Glitter.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I think this is time to wrap up.
Yes. I was saying that about 20 minutes ago, but Tim wasn't ready.
No.
What else were we talking about 20 minutes ago?
I have had way too much sugar now.
She's all sugared up.
What else were we talking about 20 minutes ago?
I don't remember.
I know.
I have new thoughts that push old thoughts out. This is what happens when you go over 40. You have so much stuff crammed in your brain hole.
Yep.
That new stuff goes in and old stuff gets pushed out.
Yep.
That's why old people can't learn new things sometimes, because they don't want to push the old stuff out.
Yes. Indeed. Oh dear.
Bailey's like, what the hell is she talking about? She's been eating too much sugar.
Oh yeah, I'll rack up on that red cordial.
Well, I don't think alcohol, so sweets are probably the one little thing that I hype myself up on. Sweets or red cordial. Red cordial, not so much.
Douglas McBricken says he can only grow very bad stubble.
I can grow stubble. Another side effect.
I don't know if we needed to know that.
I was about to say that too. I didn't think we were going to go there.
It comes from the actually on my mother's side of the family. They trace back to Bohemia. Well,
Bohemia
back then. So
yes.
like Czech Republic kind of area. And genetically, once you get past a certain age, you start getting chin hairs.
Wow.
Every now and then I sprout a few chin hairs. I mean,
but generally,
it's all over my face, but there's some still sprout.
Yeah.
I'm picturing Douglas there like Barnsey.
Yes. I think so.
It'll be cheap bricks and 1-day growth.
Cheap bricks and 1-day growth.
Oh dear.
Oh, yep.
Hey,
Fun
with
and
the,
games.
All right,
with the right makeup, you can give yourself a good beard.
let's wrap up there before we get into too much
Yeah.
trouble.
Yes,
I think
okay.
happy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, everybody, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you for coming along tonight, Bailey. Thank you, ABC. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Tickles McFrickin, Derpy Dragon, Chicken Play of that. We had come along. We had.
Johnny G was there for a bit with his koala and his dancing man.
Yes, he was there.
Bum.
Johnny G, the Sponginator. We had. Who else? Haytan was there to
Me.
stick his head in and say hi.
Me.
Yay. And everyone
Me.
else that, and you, ABC. I said you. And you. Yes, you. We know you. Okay. So everybody, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, put your comments below, and we'll be back on the next show next Sunday, hopefully on a new laptop. Things go well this week. And
Fast.
keep building, keep happy, and Lego is a life. See you guys.
Bye bye.